Australia's tourism capital, southeast Queensland. Base for Tony Harrison, 28 years experience as a snake catcher. One more bite could be his last. Fellow snake catchers, wife Brooke and 7-year-old son Jensen. 24/7, they're the snake catcher family.
Every animal on this planet has some bad points and some good points. And unfortunately, years ago, snakes were demonised, and 90% of the public, 98% of the public, thought the only good snake is a dead snake, and everybody thought that snakes were only on a mission to hurt us humans and to kill us humans. But that's not a fact. The facts are that up to 2 people per year die here in Australia from snake bite, 5 from dogs, 20 from horses. So once people start to learn more of the facts about the snakes, they become intrigued and interested, and when they get involved with them, and then they learn that the only good snake's an alive snake.
It's been the usual busy few days for Tony and Brooke. Lots of highly venomous eastern brown snakes. Some crankier than others. A call from the Gold Coast Beach lifeguards to retrieve a wounded sea snake was a little out of the ordinary. Although probably only a small snake, a call to a retirement village always receives a priority to ease the concerns of the elderly residents.
You're on snake watch?
I'm on snake watch, mate. Hello. Saw it go in and I haven't seen it come out.
Yellow-faced whip snakes are a little brown-coloured snake that live around rocks, and they're communal. Where there's one, there's many. I've got my bet on that, but it could be anything.
When did you see it?
When you have a look,
Oh, Jesus.
see the labyrinth of rocks, the tunnels?
Yeah.
That goes in and around and through all this. So he has access. Oh, well, he can't go too far this way, but he can that way. The facts are you're probably standing on him.
Oh, Jesus.
As in, under the concrete, I mean. Not under your feet. But, you guys be aware that you've seen a snake here, and if you come out tomorrow and he's still sitting there, grab, oh, stay still, everyone, you're staying still. Stay still, everybody. Stay still. Here's a whip. It's an adult female. Slightly venomous, not deadly. Very, very, very quick. And I don't know why it is that he has bothered to come out when all this kerfuffle is going on.
Can you see it?
Yeah, he's there.
Oh my God.
So I'm hoping the fact his tongue's not coming in and out, he's onto us and he's doing the cryptic sit still, not moving thing. But if he does move so that I can't see his head and he goes around another 6 inches, I can grab him. If I try and move now, he's getting back in again. At least at this stage, we have an identification, the fact that it's not a brown snake, no one's going to die. The only way you're going to get bitten by him is by grabbing him and giving him a hard time, and even then it's like a wasp. He's coming out again. Stay still. It's actually a really large yellow-faced whip snake.
It's not harmless.
They're venomous, but not deadly. If it bit me, I've got a little bit of a hypersensitivity, so it'll ruin me. If it bit you, it's very painful, but that's it. And the only reason why he'll bite you is when you go and grab onto him, like I'm hanging on to him. So it seemed to be more... Yeah, well, don't let your guard down, because I guarantee you there's others in there.
Rather you get him than not. It's long enough.
I would have happily put $100 on it. There's no way we're going to see a snake then, but there it is.
Tony is in the catch and release business, and by law must release the snakes as soon as possible.
Well, this is a yellow-faced whip snake. This is as big as they get. It's an adult female. They're very, very quick little snake, slightly venomous, lizard-eating snake.
They grabbed the opportunity to let go a carpet python caught the previous day.
We live stream our catches and it's viewed worldwide on social media, and we do it so that the public can see the good, the bad and the ugly of our job. More to the point, it's to educate the public. Often, with the camera in one hand, it gets a little bit difficult catching a snake with the other. Carpet pythons are very common in Australia and can grow to more than 3 metres long. Although non-venomous, they still can pack a nasty bite, as you can imagine from the number of teeth they have. I can see him looking at you now, mate. He's awake looking at you right there.
Oh, there he is, yes.
Yep. They are found in a wide range of landscapes like forest, parklands, the suburban gardens, chicken pens and barns, and more often than not in roof attics like this one here.
No, I know why he's not doing a lot of moving. No, because there's a possum that you're missing.
They are very diverse in their appearance and they come in a wide range of colours and patterns.
Come on, fatty. Come on, mate. Ooh. You big fatty. Yeah, he's got a big belly. Very, very big belly. That's why he wasn't doing a lot of moving, and he's incredibly warm right now.
Yeah, I was going down to move something in the roof, walked past him 3 times. Third time I had a headlamp on, walked down past him, didn't notice him, came back in and thought, what's this new thing in my roof? I went, oh shit, I haven't seen one of those that size before. Yeah.
Of course, they can't just release snakes anywhere.
The law is the closest possible proximity, the first decent bit of bush where they can move around without bumping into humans, without upsetting humans, without getting hurt, without crossing roads, backyards of Rottweilers, people with shovels. Yes, if I grabbed a snake right here and I took him 2 k's down the road, he'd straight away start heading back here, get himself into stripe. So we take him to a decent bit of bush away where they're not going to get themselves into trouble. All right, I've been in hospital twice from lace monitors, once from a crocodile, 4 times from snakes. The first snake bite was a red-bellied black bite that nobody knew about because there was no media or whatnot then. It was a dry bite, there was nothing to worry about. The second one was an eastern brown. That one nearly killed me. It was just one fang that clipped me through a bag. That was bad enough. 26 hours later, I was back home again. The third one was one of my own pets here at home, a rough-scale snake, which has got a venom similar to that of a tiger. He launched out of the enclosure and I spun around to grab him and he grabbed me back. That I suffered from anaphylaxis, so that in itself nearly killed me. And the last one was an eastern brown just last year where I thought would be a bad one because of the fact all the doctors had told me if I ever get bitten again it's going to be all over.
He didn't get you, did he? Oh, he did.
I thought, this is it. But yeah, he bit me. And then she said, what now? And I looked at her and went, call an ambulance.
Okay, tell me exactly what's happened.
We got a snake catcher here. He was just bitten by a brown snake.
Okay, all right, so just stay on the line. We'll get some help out there. Is he awake?
Yes, he's bandaging his arm now.
Yeah, is he breathing?
Looks like it.
Yeah, so he's breathing, is that right?
Yes, he's breathing.
Spun up as I was pulling my hand away. One fang just clipped my thumb. They've taken bloods, my white cells and everything else are right. They're waiting on the clotting. But it turns out that it was a dry bite, it was just a big scare, and that was it, that's enough. Yeah, each and every time that I have been bitten is a mistake of my own. So many times our bodies can handle it, but the best lesson is to each time you go out, treat it like it's going to be the last and the only time, so absolutely go through everything 110%.
7-year-old Jensen has been brought up with snakes from the day he was born. He's genuinely interested in and likes snakes, so he's taught everything possible, all the time making sure he's safe.
Jensen is smart enough to know what to touch and what not to touch. At this stage, he's not touching venomous snakes that are going to hurt him. I worry about him with the humans around him. I worry about him in the car. But that's pretty much it. As far as snakes are concerned, sometimes we turn up the jobs and it's potentially an eastern brown and I look and he's only wearing shorts. So I have to pull him up and say, mate, come back a little bit in case things go south and it doesn't go to plan. I want to make sure that it's just us in there. If by chance we know that it's a green tree snake or a harmless carpet python, and if I think to myself, look, he's going to get bitten, so what? If he gets bitten by that, it'll be a little lesson. It'll be a part of the learning curve for him. And I know his life is not in danger. It's just a drop of blood he's going to lose.
The team are particularly conscious of their legal and professional obligations to release snakes in the most suitable environment.
Okay, we're taking a red belly black from a very, very was a very built-up commercial area. So it was literally a big factory and a street filled with factories, tractors and trucks and cars, left, right and centre, machinery constantly going. This little red belly was curled up in the middle, in the corner of a shed, panicking. We were lucky enough to have the people call us. We grabbed him. We're now taking him to a spot right away where the average person can't get to. That's the reason why we've got the 4 drives. We can, the red-belly black being a frog eater, he's next to a creek. There's fish and eels and frogs and tadpoles, everything he could ever wish for, and not a car or a human inside.
Snake catching duo Tony and Brooke rarely get a day off, as it's on the go 24/7.
This is a red-belly black snake underneath, and there's a lot of red bellies around here, underneath his outside fridge. And he's concerned because he's got dogs, obviously, and the dogs will grab the snake and the snake will grab it back and things get messy. So he's doing the right thing by standing there and keeping an eye on it. We are here and we shouldn't have a problem with it, touch wood. It's funny how when you go out yourself, it's easy to be a little bit complacent and think, well, she'll be right. But obviously, whenever Brooke goes out, I am very concerned. I mean, I'm getting old, she's not so old. I want to make sure that she's around for Jensen. At first, I was very worried about her all the time, and that even now you've got to have an element because things go pear-shaped, even when it's out of your control. So there's an unlimited amount of scenarios that can pan out when you're on a call that can land you in the shit. And if that happens to her, I don't want her to get bitten. She plays the game, she probably will get bitten, but I'd try for it not to. You were right, it's not a red belly. What is it? Black, eastern brown.
Yeah.
Oh, you're up in the fridge. It's nice to know.
I'll pull it out further.
No, it's all good. Just give me a second. I know. Come on. Yeah, you're telling me where to go.
This guy obviously is the second most venomous snake on the planet, and usually pretty quick to defend themselves.
Stick your little head underneath this. Sometimes the snakes can be a little bit scared of going into their bag, and we don't want that. We want them to feel safe. So sometimes we just have to have a bit more patience.
These guys are a very nervous snake that normally stays right away from where there's any human habitat, any action, dogs, cats, anything. But because food is up here, he's gone, okay, winter's coming, so I better get a few more calories going before winter comes, and he came in here for that reason.
The harder ones are the ones that you spend an hour there trying every single trick you can think of to get them out, but that was easy. So kind of like a sealed and delivered thing.
This big fella was very keen to return to the wild and enjoy some real bushland away from a domestic backyard. Tony and Brooke were more than happy to oblige.
With every single snake that we catch, we like to photograph them. We put it in a big profile on our page for people to learn about. Some snakes are easy to photograph, but some just don't want to cooperate at all.
Not surprisingly, there are plenty of personal pets around the house, from these babies to something a little bigger.
She's a python, an albino olive python. Worth as much as my car. They make great pets. They don't bark, they don't dig holes, they eat every 6 weeks, they poo every 6 weeks. They require very, very little bit to set up, but once you've set up, they're a damn sight less than any other pet. You can go on holidays, you can jump in the car and go for 2 weeks, come back and your snake's still alive. Do that to your dog, you'll have the RSPCA set at your front door and a carcass in your backyard.
On the grass.
Well, they say never work with kids or animals. Believe it or not, even snakes have to go. When we're not busy in the field catching snakes, there's always plenty to do at home. Cleaning snakes and feeding snakes is an all-day job. All right, some of our pets are the more passive type. Not so with these baby crocodiles. What happened there?
The power just died. Just to make it more dramatic.
Want me to open that up?
If you want.
We're going to stay inside.
Oh, there you go. Come here, you.
That thing's still working on now. Oops, sorry, I'm in the way.
You're not coming back, are you? Come on. Yeah, fine, I'll leave it here for you, grumpy little thing.
Lace monitors are one of the largest species of monitor here in Australia, and they can reach a length of nearly 2 metres. As young, they eat insects, and as they get older, they'll eat mammals and reptiles, but they are predominantly a bird and egg eater, so they'll go from treetop to treetop raiding birds' nests. They'll never attack a human unless provoked, and when they do, they're quite capable of defending themselves. Bacterial infection from their bite would be more of a concern than venom.
As pets, well, they're only for the experienced.
Lace monitor tiger is an old favourite, but he's not without his problems. Okay, some 2.5 years ago, he was eating food and he ate quite a large rock, and it got stuck right down there, so he had to have it removed. And after that, he started walking funny, and he kept focusing on his own leg till it got to the point where he started biting his own leg. And we think, what's going on? And we spoke to the vet, and we took him in. They did X-rays, they did all sorts of things. They said, look, we can't see anything. And then winter came, and as winter came, he stopped doing it. I thought, okay, it's finished, it's done. Then this season started, and as he warmed up, he started doing it again. And we've all come to the conclusion he's got some form of nerve damage, and they need to do an MRI to find out what is exactly wrong with him.
Hey, sweetheart, I'm going to do it for your leg.
Get bitten by that fellow and you're off to the hospital, no doubt.
Can we do this leg then?
Tony and Brooke enjoy sharing their knowledge of reptiles with their 7-year-old son Jensen, and he's acquiring an awful lot of it.
So I hear that? That's her hissing.
Can he identify snakes? As a matter of fact, he can identify snakes better than most professional snake catchers these days. He's very good at it. Can he handle snakes? He's starting to learn how to read their personality now. He started at 1. Like if you Google the world's youngest snake catcher, there's more on him on the internet now than there is of me. He's very capable. Have I seen him with a venomous snake? Yeah, lots of those mildly venomous snakes I told you about, that if it bites him, it'll be like a wasp sting. And they're also a species of snake that's reluctant to bite, so I think, yeah, righto, here we are at home, no one's going to judge me, have a crack at this title, you know. And he does it fine. With non-venomous snakes, I see him, there's lots of body language that we use on them and that we also have to read back. And I'm watching him go, hey, you've got it now, haven't you? You've watched us and you've picked up on it, so he's understanding.
This guy, he's a climber. He eats his colour to camouflage in green stuff, like that on grass.
So give me a branch and let him climb slowly off you. Whenever we speak to members of the public, everybody assumes that Jensen's bound to be a snake handler. I don't care what he does, so long as he follows his dreams. When somebody calls us, we assess the urgency, whether time is of the essence or whether money is a problem to the people. Then we determine whether the snake is a concern to the pets or to the family, or whether it's just an inconvenience. If we have worked out that money or time is ever an issue and it's a green tree snake on the move on the back fence, we try and convince them that this is what to do and what not to do. We try to get them to get a photo of that snake and text it to us so we can tell them 100% what species of snake it is, and from there they can decide how hard to panic. We then think, okay, well look, it's an eastern brown, it's in a childcare centre, it ranks a little bit of an urgency, so that the lady who just called me a minute ago, who's got a carpet python asleep in a chook pen that she's worried about it stealing an egg, obviously no longer ranks as an urgency. So we run off to the childcare centre and do that and then come back to the carpet python. A lady has found something in her bedroom that's scaring the living daylights out of her. We have advised her to shut the door and put a towel at the bottom of the door which traps it within that room. Knowing this suburb and this time of the year, my money is on a green tree snake. Green tree snakes aren't always green. They can be black, blue, grey, brown, dark green, light green, all sorts of colours. But anyone that has a phobia of snakes, when they see that long skinny thing without legs, instant fear.
Yeah.
There's a card. All right, I can get something out there.
Oh,
Hear the birds?
That's the birds.
Yeah, but
And I wondered if there was something in there because...
there would be. There you go. Watch me pull her over out of my hat. There. Same as what's in your bedroom. See? The birds are the best snake catchers. I didn't even have to look. I knew there was a snake there.
Well, there's that one there. Let's go check
Let's
the
go and get
bedroom.
one in the bedroom. Probably the same as what's in your bedroom.
And what is it?
A green tree snake.
Oh, thank God.
Whenever I'm anywhere, you hear that, it's either a bird of prey,
It
a
could
cat.
even be the one from the bedroom.
Yeah, let's go and have a look.
Popping out.
But they have saved me so many hundreds of hours.
No.
Is it about the same size?
I think so.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same snake. Yeah, he would have come in here, seen you. By the time you're ringing me, he's already out there.
Next week on Snake Catcher Family, Jensen takes the show on the road. 5-star resorts do not welcome killer visitors. The team experience a unique occurrence, the birth of wild snakes. Tony deals with a cranky lizard
Big boy.
and scores 2 for the price of 1. This and more on the next Snake Catcher Family.